What do you think defines this adventure the most? Because this, reading through it, because I have actually gone to actually read the book, it feels like a very role-playing focused adventure. I mean, there's plenty of threats. there's no lack.
Very much so, and there are plenty of dungeons and dangers and puzzles and terrifying monsters to destroy and nail-biting bits of tension and races to partake in. But there's also an emphasis in having interactions and having the opportunities to kind of, for players new and old, comfortable with role-playing or not comfortable with role-playing, to kind of step out of their comfort zone and really kind of engage with the story beyond just, give us money to defeat a thing and we'll get experience and move on, which is totally fine too. But we want to challenge or invite people to go ahead and kind of step even further if they haven't had that opportunity yet, or they've never played a game before at all, to really kind of realize that this is a living, breathing world, and these characters offer the opportunities to really embrace what makes role-playing games so unique, which is these story moments, these interactions, these choices you make as a player, these choices you make as a DM, and seeing them interact and create these unexpected moments that you'll be telling tales around the table of, with a drink of cider or wine years to come. And Critical Role is very much based in a heavy role-playing experience. We're all actors. We all love that part of the game as much as any other, rules-based epic combat with spells singing and magical items. So we just wanted to make sure that this story definitely reflected that. And for anybody who wasn't a fan of Critical Role, to be like, this is an opportunity for us to show you what we enjoy out of the game. And if you want to engage with it, here are the tools to do so. You don't have to. You could definitely still play this game as a hack and slash and make your way through, but I think you'll miss out on some of the really special moments if you don't allow yourself to kind of step out of that comfort zone a little bit and try something interesting. Try interacting with this person. Try getting in their face. Try questioning their motives. Try judging what's beyond the words they're telling you and see if they're being truthful or not, and then follow that thread. Those to me are the magical moments of role-playing games, and we definitely wanted to keep that in mind as we were developing this story.
What is the appeal of this adventure? Do you think players are going to love? And why should they guilt their DM into buying it for them? Or maybe they should just buy it for their DM, like a hint.
Legitimately, any opportunity the players have to help take some of the monetary load off their DM, go for it. Show love to your DM by, if you want to run an adventure, chip in and get them the adventure book. Get them lunch. Show teacher that you like them. I bring in an apple. That's not a thing anyone's done in a long time, but you get what I mean. I'm old. But yeah, for me, I think the adventure begins in a place that very much emphasizes a non-classic D&D township. I want this to be a place where you walk into and it is a wild experience of the type of characters and NPCs and you don't just see elves and dwarves and people, and that's like what people think of when they think of fantasy and a lot of the roots of D&D. This is a place that throws you into a realm where you see all sorts of wild, wonderful characters and can really have an opportunity and permission out of the gate to play an orc and not be like, I'm an orc, but I'm living in a human society and having to get by, or I'm a hobgoblin who skulks around to try and survive on the outskirts of a world that doesn't like me. Like, no, this is your home. This is a place for everybody, and you can be all sorts of characters that often you have to kind of do a little mental gymnastics in the lore to be. And so with the beginning in Jigao and with Xhorhas, it's a place where you can be all those odd, interesting, fun characters that you haven't really maybe felt you had the right story to interject them with yet. And then from there, you get to walk through a dark, scarred landscape of old history and kind of touch on some of the elements of those lingering dangers that subsist around. You have the opportunity also to partake in helping a township that is constantly going through trials and tribulations based on its location and the demonic incursions that chase it, and through so managing to unveil conspiracies that stretch far and long across Exandria, follow those plot threads, make friends, make enemies, and through this way, hopefully chase alongside other heroes that are trying to do the same before you can. And maybe your interactions and choices might change their path as well. And as that continues to pull forward, I don't know, maybe you can do some good, maybe you can do some bad. So those to me are the sorts of beats that I hope, if they're interesting to you as a player, if they're interesting for you to run as a DM, this is the kind of story for you.
If you liked this interview and you'd like to see more, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell symbol so you're notified anytime a video like this comes out. Thank you so much for watching.